What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan coming at you with a shoutcast. It's going to be PS4. It's going to be Honey Badgers versus Baltic Storm. So I finally get to shoutcast Honey Badgers. So I haven't seen these guys play, but they've been winning a lot of rounds, or a lot of their games. So man, oh man, look at that point, man. Rounds count. Holy smokes! I know who's going to be running assaults pretty much. It's going to be PMAC over here with 10,111 rounds on point, man, with a 2.2 KD, 4.1 win-loss with a 2.2 KD overall. We're going to be seeing Berserker with that 3.5 and 1.4 artillery medic pred disruptor. Looks like he's a bit of a flex between drones and assault, but I'd imagine we'll be seeing him on artillery with the amount of rounds that he has. Al Capone coming in with a 3.2 and a 1.7 point man tech scout disruptor. A lot of assault play from these guys, point man and tech being his top. TMA, we're just gonna call him TMA, didn't get to see what he was. 1 minute, just a little bit sooner than they said they were going to start. It must be going off of someone else's clock, because by my clock, we still had 1 minute to go before we actually started up the match, but who cares? Outskirts, midnight, overcast. It's gonna be best of 9. See what classes we're gonna be running. Ooh, right off the break, Al Capone coming in with the crossbow on that Pathfinder, artillery, disruptor, toxic. So 2 drones from the boys of Honey Badgers. Gonna be seeing 2 thermal visions. For Baltic Storm, we're going to be seeing Disruptor, Tech, Artillery, and Toxic. Safety first on the Disruptor, Steady Hands, and 2 Thermal. So both teams running an Artillery and a Gas Bolt with Thermals, and the Artilleries, both of them are running the the PP-19. I would say Residuos. I'd probably be right. But you never know. Alright. Start this off early, get my stream link so it's already up. Channel, we are live as of right now. Just waiting on Tsunami to get into the game here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, round 1. We're gonna be having Baltic Storm start over on the right side. Oh yeah, baby. Let's get it on. Once again, just getting my stream links into the Discords here just so everybody can see. Alright, moving on. We're going to be seeing Blizzard go right up the middle with that Disruptor, Tech and Gas, and Tsunami right there with the mortars. Going to be right underneath the drop from the boys of Honey Badgers. PMAC with the Disruptor going right up the middle, right on the recon tower. Blizzard right above him. That mortar drone, if he saw him go in there, that'd be great intel to have. Oh yeah, they're right on top of each other. Here comes the push. Blizzard inside, but he doesn't see PMAC. And oh, he does. He comes right around, gets PMAC as he rushes inside. Mortars come down on top of the Pathfinder, no damage, but 1 person on the ground. PMAC gonna be right there with Blizzard being held down. Toxic does go down onto the long buildings. Rainmaker and Tsunami forced to move back just a little bit, leaving Blizzard over here in the mid with Baltic Storm off to his right, or off to his left, excuse me. Gastron comes down and moves the Pathfinder right out of that broken building. What's up, Dom? Dabbing, what's going on, my man? Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this one. The Al Capone and Berserker more forward than the TMA. Gas is out of the way, and Pathfinder Al Capone moves back into the broken building, trying to get a little bit of a positioning. Blizzard, I do believe that was intended for the drone, and here comes the mortar strike down on top of Blizzard. A little bit of damage onto that Toxic of TMA. He is just above half health. Good map control from the boys of Baltic Storm. They have the town held down pretty darn good. The only thing they have to watch out for is a potential flank around the outside right Gas drone from Team A is back into the air. So is the mortar drone from Tsunami. Gas comes down. It looks like he's going to be on top of Rainmaker, pushing him out of his position. 9mm tries to open up on him as he takes his lead from the mid. Gas drone from Baltic is going to be in the air. Will Gas be ready though? Yes, here it comes down on top of Pathfinder. Yet again, more damage coming on him. Moves back just behind the broken wall, just behind the building he came out of. Refuses to give up too much ground. But a good flank around the left would do him a lot of good if he were able to get the intel that he is needing to find out that that left side is wide open. Oh yeah, here comes the Baltic Storm and Honey Badgers crew fans. I like it. Welcome everybody. What is happening? Oh, Tsunami going around wide into the back and coming around onto the cliffside, but the mortar drone comes down right on top of where he was coming, so they must have seen his approach. Al Capone decides to take up on the right side by the scrapyard. Here comes the mortars from Tsunami. Will he be catching Al Capone over here on the left? Possibility, but we're not going to know if he's been seen or not unless he takes off running. Ooh, here comes the mortars. Maybe it did find Al. It did. Al is found out. He is forced out of his position. Mortars barely not hitting him one more time, just barely getting out with his life. Good mortar strike from Tsunami. Good job on his part. Good intel. Baltic Storm refusing to give up any ground. They're not pushing and they're not retreating anywhere. Maintaining good map control in the mid. They have pushed the boys of Honey Badgers all the way into the back. And here comes the reset. Al Capone nades himself and is going to have Berserker reviving him, but not without the gas drone coming down first and forcing a lot of damage. Now they're just going to have to wait and see if the gas drone is going to... Oh, they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's going to be tight with the amount of damage that Berserker is taking. Now here comes the push from Baltic Storm. They do move up into the buildings. Here comes the recon tower. Baltic is going to be the one taking it. Drone takes it from Rainmaker on. Oh, what a nade throw from TMA from the back 3-story. Throws a nade and gets Baltic right off of that recon tower. What a nade! I didn't even see that coming. But he has quickly gotten back into the fight, and now very reluctant to try and take that recon tower again. But here comes the gas, just barely missing Baltic. He is not going to have to move from his position at all. Mortars come down onto Al Capone's position. He is forced into the bottom story of that 3-story building he is in. Teammate holding his position from the building he threw the nade from. And Berserker hold up into the back. One good gas on top of him and he is donezo. But the gas instead comes down on top of TMA. He has moved out of his position, barely making out of the gas, but just to be hit by a TAR-21 as he moves through the middle of the map. Good shots from Blizzard. Another one in the open. Body is down on the ground. Mortars from Berserker in the air and coming down right on top of the recon tower. Nobody there. Blizzard in a very good position. That's not... I just pushed X where the X would be on for Xbox. Rip me. Al Capone in a good position to get a shot on that recon tower. I do believe he can hit it from that left side from where he is sitting. Negative. Never mind. He might be able to hit it. No, maybe not. Recon tower is going to be taken. Made no attempts. No attempt to really contest that recon tower. It is taken, and now both of these boys are marked. Nade being thrown just short of Al Capone's area. Rainmaker trying to get some nades in, and he runs right into the grenade that it was thrown by Al. Mortars in the air coming down, and it looks like he's going to be on top of Al. They're trying to take out the Pathfinder, but mortar strikes hits the very top of the building, not trying to hit the stairs at all. Baltic Storm takes out Berserker with that gas, and Blizzard from the 3-story catches Al as he comes to the roof. Round 1 goes to Baltic. All right, what's up, Fire? Let's see, who have I missed here? A lot of people coming in. What's up, Lion? Bad Company, hello, hello. Marion, what's going on? Fire, my dude, though. What's going on, buddy? Hero, what's going on, buddy? Inhuman, yeah, I'm trash, buddy. I know it, for sure. That's everybody. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Thank you for coming out and watching. So we're going to be seeing Toxic, Artillery, Path, and Disruptor, Toxic, Tech, and Artillery. 2 drones, again, from both sides. Both sides still holding on to the thermals. Alright, right side is going to have Honey Badgers with that Pathfinder from Al Capone yet again. Not able to do too much with it there in that last round, but still holding on to it to try and make something good happen with it. Not being able to be marked by those drones is very good on a dark map. Comes in clutch, that's for sure. Mortar strike real early onto the 3-story building. Just a little bit too early. Good placement on that balcony, trying to get somebody as they go to that 3-story building on that 2nd floor. The good placement, just a little bit shy of the door, would have missed anybody inside just about, so just a little bit too early for that mortar, but good attempt. Gas drone pushes Al out. PMAC moves back into that long building just outside of the radius of that gas. TMA holding out in the bottom story of that metal building. It looks like shots being thrown at Al as he crosses over through that little alleyway between the mid building and the long buildings. Gas drone pinging out the locations. Blizzard is seen. He is marked. He's going to be running around trying to lose that mark that was put onto him. 3 members of Honey Badgers in the 3-story building hanging out together. Gas drone did get put down onto the broken building. Here comes the mortar strike. Mortar strike comes down just on the other side of the building at recon. Once again, nobody there to receive that damage. Mortar drum from Berserker in the air. More intel incoming for Honey Badgers. Thermal vision, but taken out very quickly. I do believe that was from Rainmaker, taking out the drone with the 9x19. More good map positioning from Baltic Storm. I'm sorry, that was Baltic Storm that was all together in that 3-story building. Don't rip me apart too much. Gas drone coming out from TMA. Gas drone coming out from Baltic Storm as well. Pings being thrown everywhere. Blizzard in that broken building is marked. And he is disrupted. Shouldn't be disrupted. Yeah, he is not disrupted. That's just another freaking glitch, isn't it? No, wrong guy. Still, that is a negative. He is not disrupted at all. He is 100 meters away. Berserker on that right side is marked. Blizzard should be seeing Berserker. He goes across. Do they try to make some shots? They do, and 9x19, I do believe, tapped him once. The 9mm from Al does open up on, I think it was intended for the tech back here on the top building. Rainmaker was his intended target. The Baltic Storm, the Disruptor, is damaged, half health. Mortar has a little bit of damage on him as well. Mortar strike comes down on the mid. PMAC was the intended target, I do believe, as well as Al Capone. Gas drone does come down on top of Blizzard. Is it effective? It is. It is working just fine. He moves across the way and goes into the 3-story building just below the Toxic. Tsunami with that PP-19 opens up on the drone. They're trying to take it out of the air. Do they find it? No, they do not. Gas drone gets away, but not for long. Battery does go out, and it is down in... Oh, here comes the gas drone from Baltic. Gas right down on top of PMAC. This is a battle of the drones, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes a hard push, though. That Pathfinder moving into the broken building. Al Capone with that Pathfinder does move right in, no problem. He's got PMAC right there with him, Disruptor. As the boys of Baltic Storm, nice and disrupted. Oh, more people coming in. What's up, Jason Blue? What's up, DS? Ashraf, what's going on? And Mad, what's going on? Man, lots of people up in here. I like it. Lucas, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Where are we, Germany? Well, considering the two teams. Alright, PMAC and Al Capone hanging out in that broken building. I'm not even sure if they're even aware that they're there. I hear pings coming out, but I don't know if that's if that was coming out from Baltic or coming out from the boys of Honey Badgers. Mortar drone comes down right on top of the middle building. Berserker just outside of its radius. Good movement from him. Gets up on the boxes and just outside the radius. Mortar drone from Berserker in the air. Pings do come out. I do believe he sees Rainmaker back there still on that 3-story building. I do believe that's where the mortars are going to come down as well. No, that is not where they come down at all. They come down on the 2nd story stairs of that 3-story building that the boys of, let's see, I forget who it all is here. Gas drone does come down on top of the broken building and forces PMAC and Capone out. That is Blizzard and Baltic hanging out in that 3-story building. The gas does finally push them out, but man, they took a lot of damage in the meantime. Blizzard continues to take damage as he moves up the stairs in that 3-story building. Very low health Disruptor. Not sure if he'll go for the reset or not. So now Honey Badgers have pushed the boys of Baltic Storm back across the map. Just like the last round, we're seeing another push from the same direction. Pushes them out of the mid, away from the recon tower. But will Honey Badgers go for the recon tower like Baltic Storm did once they knew that they had them pushed back a little ways? Blizzard is one tap. This 9mm just has to barely clip him, and he aims, and does he find his mark? Disruptor now knows he is there. Nades come in just short. Tar 21 opens up on Capone. He just jumped down. He's gonna have to be careful though with that elevation if he takes any damage. Oh, and Blizzard on the scaffolding takes out PMAC. What a move from Blizzard. Wow, what a freaking move that was. Oh no, and Blizzard is right on the edge of it. Oh, and Baltic takes out his own teammate with the Tox. How unfortunate. And now Capone is going to be forced out of the 3-story building, leaving PMAC's body alone. And now Tsunami moves up. He's going to be reviving the Disruptor. He's going to come back with more health than he had before, that's for sure. So that works out just fine. TMA with the Tox does move up the middle of the road and goes into the broken building. He is now going to be disrupted. All 4 members of Baltic Storm are back on their feet. Look over here on the right side though. Baltic with the Toxic was on a flanking maneuver or a flanking route, but decides to move back and go towards their spawn area. Mortar drone from Berserker in the air yet again, and TMA takes out Blizzard. Had a shot on him from the broken building. Oh, he was going in the front door. Now they know where TMA is though. Pings come out and Rainmaker forced to move out of his position, but Mortar goes down in between the 2 buildings. Flash nades being thrown into the 3-story building with Baltic. Oh, and here comes Revive. All 4 members of Honey Badgers now. Ooh, the that's what I'm talking about. Now 4 members, they have turned the tide yet again into their favor. Blizzard not anywhere close to being picked up. Rainmaker, though, evens the odds yet again. 9x19 opens up on Capone. He is now on the ground. Rainmaker, does he have his tech? And he doesn't care. He says, I'm just going to shoot at the recon tower. Pushes PMAC off of it. Rainmaker is now the playmaker. He is making stuff happen for Baltic right now. Revive coming in. They're going to be getting the Disruptor back into the fight, and Rainmaker again makes a hell of a shot and takes out PMAC. Now, okay, they are taking shots at TMA as well. He is in that 3-story building. Oh, is he gonna go for the revive? He does not. Mortar drone should be looking for him. He should be seeing him on the top of the 3-story. Disruptor from Blizzard is going to be moving up and into the 2nd story right below Capone. Or that is TMA, excuse me. Here comes the push. 10 seconds on the clock. Here comes TMA in the window. Is he going to be able to take him out? Blizzard does take him out, but are they going to be able to find Berserker? No. Berserker has become a marathon man, moves into the back of the map. Round number 2 is a draw. Ladies and gentlemen, what a round. Back and forth. I like it. Bring it. What's up, Crazy Clown 84? What's going on, buddy? Yo, what's going on, Drake? Toxic artillery point man coming out from Al decides to put down that Pathfinder, not doing anything with it. Disruptor from PMAC with the quick hands, though. They do have the side that is easier to take the recon, to take the recon tower. Disruptor, tech, toxic, and artillery, same setup from the boys of Baltic. Alright, Baltic does have the right side now. Gonna have to push the boys of Honey Badgers out of the mid, away from the recon tower. They're gonna have to be careful with PMAC running the quick hands. That's gonna be extra trouble for him. It's a good thing Rainmaker has that tech, as it could be a matter of grave importance on when that recon tower does come up. It'll allow them to get the positioning that they need now that they would, if they were to realize that the quick hands were in play and going to be a problem. 3 members of Honey Badgers pushing up right through the mid. We're going to be seeing Rainmaker with the play again. 9x19 opens up on Capone as he tries to move into the long building. It was a risky maneuver, and if they had gotten the position in that long building, it would have been very, very detrimental to how this was going to be played out. But now Capone on the ground, right off the break, point man out of play. Rainmaker is going to be taking shots from TMA on that top building. He's going to have nades thrown at him. He's going to have to move away. That is not good cover. He does move out of the positioning that he was in, missing the nades. Now Blizzard takes up his position in the building by recon tower, pushing in with that Disruptor, trying to make his way up the middle even more. Blizzard pushes up. Now Blizz is going to be watching that left side road and going back and forth. Oh, he decides to push back just a little bit further, not liking the position he was in, possibly thinking that they could move up into that 3-story and take him out or come around the corner on him. Man, look at this. Already Baltic has moved the Honey Badgers out of the middle map, and recon tower is no longer going to be an issue. Good plays from Baltic Storm so far. Baltic has to move away from the left side corner. Mortars do strike on the outside left of that building he was in, no problem whatsoever. He was not going to be taking any damage. Mortar coming out from Tsunami in the air, going to be seeing Berserker right on that 3-story building. Should be pinging him or marking him very soon. TMA is the first one he does see, but I would imagine he saw Berserker on that 3-story. Mortar drone taken out very quickly by the SR from TMA. 2 members of Honey Badgers hold up in this 3-story building on the left. I don't believe there's I don't think there's any mines down in the 3-story building. That is an easy building for Baltic Storm to take if they were to so choose. Aesthetic for Life Fitness and Roberts, I appreciate your guys' subs. I did see those come in earlier. Aesthetics, I can't believe you hadn't subbed yet, man. You enjoy my shoutcast. I saw your comment on the last one. Thank you for joining the Super Squad. Appreciate you, buddy. So gas does go down on top of Recon Tower. No issues for Rainmaker and Blizzard. They are both outside of its radius. Just barely pushed out of position. Slight inconvenience, not much really going on with it. Mortar drum from Berserker in the air. He is holed up in that back broken. Going to be taking the mortar on the left side, and ooh, Rainmaker makes quick work of that. It does. He does use his jammer to take it out, and Blizzard moving out of the way of the mortar drone as it strikes the outside entrance to that building he is in. Now Berserker and the Toxic TMA are going to be pushing up on the left side into the scrapyard. Good nade. TMA barely able to get out of it. Mortar strike does come down near the gate, but PMAC way on the outside of it. Flash nades come in from TMA. Is he going to be making a push? He is. Oh, and just short. Tsunami takes him out from the roof. PMAC is now going to be the last one left alive. He is going to be forced out of his position by a gas drone. He is marked and going to be taking shots from that P90. Just barely not finding its mark, and here comes Disruptor. Nades being thrown at the scaffolding to the right side of the gate. Shots coming up from PMAC, and Rainmaker with a 9x19 opens up on him, ending the third round. Third round being since the second one was the draw, but Baltic Storm coming out with a 2-0 lead on the Honey Badgers. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game right now. That is what's up. Super still trash? Yeah, man, I'm trash. You know it. Oh, the trash talk coming in from Lion. Let him burn, he says. Tech, Toxic, Disruptor, Artillery, Baltic Storm liking the setup that they're rolling with. Tech from TMA, Artillery, Pred, and Toxic. So Baltic Storm causing the boys of Honey Badgers to kind of switch up their gameplay, making them go with the class changes. Will we be seeing a hard push from Capone right off the break with that Predator? Didn't work out for him last round with that point man, but with the Predator could possibly battle rage and try to push right in there. Map positioning from Honey Badgers hasn't been the strongest. The second round where they got the draw, that was some good map positioning right off the break, but here comes Capone, decides to hold his position in the long buildings, taking out some lights. Gas drone from PMAC in the air. Is he going to be seeing Blizzard and toxin him, or is they going to come down right on top of Tsunami in that 3-story? Decides to put it down on Blizzard, seeing his thermal marker in the stairwell. Rainmaker with a 9x19 on that tech, opens up on it. Here comes Capone. Capone does have the middle portion of the map now. Takes out the red barrel just for safety measures. Not going to want to be taken out by that. That'd be silly. Nade falls right behind him. Good attempt from Tsunami. Tsunami knows he's there. Here comes the nade again, just overthrown one last time. Here comes the mortar. Tsunami coming out with a bigger grenade. Takes out the mortar drone as it comes out the window. Good work from Capone. Capone is disrupted by Blizzard right now. Baltic Storm has a good map positioning in the recon tower area. They're gonna have to be careful not to be pushed out by the gas and mortar drones. Rainmaker does bring down the mortar drone though with his jammer. Mortars strike the top story of the 3 by Tsunami, holding their positions, not being pushed out. Capone with a little bit of damage on him. Still holds his position by the recon tower. TMA with the tech going to be pushing up to reinforce him. Berserker and PMAC though on that right side holding the cliff. Gas drone from Baltic Storm is going to be in the air. Should be coming down on Capone, I'd imagine. They do have him marked. And decide to put it down on top of TMA with the tech. Leaving Capone by himself in the mid. Will Baltic Storm try to capitalize on this though? Doesn't look like they're going to make any hard pushes. Going to maintain their positions and not do anything too drastic just yet. 2-2 split on the left and right from Honey Badgers. Mortar drone in the air. Is it going to come down right on top of them? Yet again, it does not. They do have Capone and TMA marked. Safety first from Capone does find the mine. He's not going to be running inside that. And Baltic with the SR takes out Capone. Predator on the ground. Good shots from the SR. And Rainmaker with the play again. 9x19 opens up on TMA. Now PMAC left in the middle building with Berserker in the in the metal building. Trying to watch that corner. Blizzard holds the middle. PMAC gonna have to be very careful with his movements right now. Could potentially make this into a 3v2. Both of them are full health. But I do believe they know that TMA is there. Tsunami has taken up a position on the right side. He's going to be looking at Capone and TMA. I do believe he has eyes on both of those bodies. Definitely watching the Predator, not wanting him to get up. Still split up very badly, Berserker and PMAC. Berserker though makes a move across the road and takes some little bit of damage. I do believe that was Rainmaker putting some long shots in with that 9x19. Gas comes down just on the mid. PMAC just outside of its radius. His drone is going to be maintained in the air. Gas drone is on the right side. Sees Tsunami, I do believe. He's going to be forced out of his position just for safety. Baltic with the nade though. Takes out PMAC at the corner. What a nade throw that was. Not sure how they got that intel, but they sure did. They took him out with a nice nade throw. Berserker now opens up on Tsunami. Berserker gets it. The PP-19 makes the shots on Tsunami. It is a 3v1. Rainmaker though, here comes the... Looks like he's going to throw a nade at the back. Recon tower coming out. Berserker, I do believe Rainmaker could have seen him moving. And he does. 9x19 opens up on him. 3-0. Baltic Storm. Ladies and gentlemen. Woo. Hard pushes. Good picks from Baltic. Honey Badger's going to have a response soon, or it's going to be game point. Uh-oh. A little bit of video output health problems on my side. Hope everything's okay on your guys' side. Hope the stream health for you is okay. I don't see any frame drops on my side, so I think it should be alright. It's just YouTube being YouTube. Toxic Artillery, Disruptor, Point Man, PMAC, and Capone switching it up. Capone decides to let PMAC take the Point Man. Still two therms from both sides, Tech and Disruptor. Yeah, Baltic Storm's liking their setup. They're not switching anything up right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it on. This has been an exciting game. I've been enjoying this one. Both sides back and forth, but Baltic just showing some dominance right now. Good mortar strike coming in, gonna be catching Blizzard. A little bit of damage onto Baltic as well. Excellent mortar strike. Right off the break, the disruptor from a Blizzard is half health. Mortar strike from Baltic misses the mark. Absolutely beautiful drone work there at the beginning from Honey Badgers. That could be potentially very much a game changer whenever it comes down to the engagements. Gas drone, that's going to be catching 3 members of Honey Badgers. They're going to be forced out of their position, but right before Capone takes some shots at Blizzard on top of that middle building. PMAC puts shots into the drone, takes it out of the sky. Oh, good lord. There we go. Map positioning, I would give it in the favor of Baltic right now. Baltic Storm able to get around to that recon tower. I'm going to give the map positioning to them right now. That's a pretty good spread. So far, this has been a very, upfront and personal gunfight. No flanks whatsoever. No sniping, nothing. Just very simple gunplay. A little bit of drone play as well with the mortars and gas drone making everybody move around. But man, this has been a straight up gun battle and I've been enjoying it. Lots of new faces in the stream. Welcome all. Gas drone from Baltic is in the air. Should be seeing TMA, but where is he going to put his gas? He does move it away, potentially just to keep it in the air just before the gas drone does, or the gas ability does come back. Gas comes down on top of Rainmaker and Blizzard. Rainmaker is going to be the only one that is forced out of his position. The gas for Baltic does come down on top of TMA with the toxic. Excuse me. Forced out of his position. All three members of Honey Badgers on the forward side are going to be holed up in one single building. Berserker holding his position in the back on that back three. Map control is now heavily favoring Baltic Storm right now. I'm sorry, oh, here comes TMA on a flank through the woods. PMAC and Capone holding their positions. Both assaults going to be maintaining the middle with line of sight on that recon tower, refusing to give that up. Rainmaker with the 9x19 does open up on the mortar drone, but not before it comes down. It's going to be coming down and onto Rainmaker's position, but he calls that and gets out of dodge. Mortar drone tsunami is in the air. Pings are being thrown. I do believe we're going to be seeing that come down on top of Capone. We do see it. He hits the second story. I do believe it just missed. Nope, it does hit the second story stairs. Does push them out just for a second. But it might immediately, they take that top story with the elevated position right away. Berserker still holding his position in the back three. Gas does come down on top of Capone and PMAC. Blizzard very close to death. I missed what hit him so hard. Could have possibly been the shots. I mean, he was half health, so it could have been somebody just taking a couple pot shots at him, or maybe even the mortar strike tapped him once. Why does this remind you of games on Xbox? I don't know, Drake. On Xbox, you'd probably see a sniper or two. Both drones of Honey Badgers are in the air. Blizzard gonna be taking a lot of damage. He decides to move back through it. Ooh, he could have gone out through the mid and possibly gotten him. And there's the engagement between Capone and Baltic. And, oh, Rainmaker also taken out by the gas. What was he thinking? PMAC takes out Baltic, and now it's just Tsunami left alive. Revive on Capone should be taken. Oh my goodness, what just hit him? That wasn't a mortar strike. What just blew up? Was there there was a explosive can right there, and with the damage he took, flash nades come in. Berserker just outside the door from Tsunami. And Tsunami with the PP-19 takes him out, but not before TMA cleans it up. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Honey Badgers on the board with 3-1 on the scoreboard. Wow, what a push from Honey Badgers. Honey Badgers don't give a care in the world. They pushed right up there and had some heavy engagements. That toxic though. Getting two members of Baltic when Baltic should not have taken a hit on that. That second one, he shouldn't have pushed in. I don't know what was happening right there. That was an odd decision. Still maintaining their composition for the team though. TMA with the Toxic, Artillery, Pointman, and Disruptor maintaining what they had, winning a round and going to be going with the same composition on Honey Badger's side. Oh, there's a lot of new people to the stream there, Drake. Lots of new people. Baltic Storm and Honey Badgers. I've never shoutcasted the Honey Badgers, so anybody who watches Honey Badgers, they're going to be pretty much new to this stream unless they, you know, watch for fun. Mortar Drone does try to make some early damage happen again, but with the split, Baltic Storm, they just go right around it. Easy peasy done. Mortar Drone, though, coming down on top of Capone. Capone takes one quick shot on the outer edge of that. Good mortar. Now he's going to be disrupted and moves into the middle building. Gas Drone does hit on top of him just on the outside. He's going to be forced out and back around. Rainmaker should have been seeing him, but doesn't really doesn't look like Rainmaker kind of. I don't think he saw him actually. Should have seen him if he were looking that way, but he wasn't. I'm rather sure. Honey Badgers have a pretty good spread across the map right now. TMA going to be going out the right side into the woods. Tsunami and Blizzard forward most. Blizzard going to be trying to disrupt whoever is forward most for Honey Badgers. Tsunami takes up its elevated position on the second story window, watching for anybody to come up that left side. We're going to have to see some dronage on that left, with nobody being over on the left side pretty much any of the rounds. TMA, I do believe he's going to make his way all the way across this map unopposed. I don't think Baltic Storm is going to be looking for this flank whatsoever, because Honey Badgers hasn't done it. Mortar from Tsunami. I think he's going to be looking towards the mid. I don't think TMA is going to be seen. Yeah, thermal marker is non-existent. He doesn't see anything of their teammate in a good position. Only thermal markers he's going to be seeing is Capone and possibly Berserker. Berserker does open up on us, so even if he didn't see him, he now knows he's there. Gastron does come down, and looks like it's going to be on top of Blizzard. Or is an attempt to put it down on top of Blizzard. Blizzard able to maintain his position. All of these gases and everything have kind of been a little bit odd to me. Just, you know, they miss either the entire building, or they're trying to, you know, push them out of the building and make them take damage as they retreat to a different position. I'm not sure. Rainmaker holding up in his 3-story building on the back. He's been doing well from that area as people try to go across the road. He's been doing well with keeping the drones out of the air. Case in point, TMA still over there on that left side, maintaining his flank but not pushing any further. Again, I don't think he's going to be seen until the last minute. TMA could be possibly the one that gets somebody on the ground first, if given the chance. What's up, Suey? What's going on, buddy? Going on bad? Amen. Amen there, human. If you guys haven't subbed and you want to, and you enjoy what I do, go ahead and hit the sub. I will be shoutcasting the PS4 finals, and I will be shoutcasting the Xbox All-Star game. So I do have the two big shoutcasts towards the end of the season. Ling Lizzle will be your Xbox shoutcaster. So if you want to see me go live, whenever I start shoutcasting the PS4 finals, hit that sub button, hit the notification bell. You'll be doing the right thing. Team A marked and proves me wrong. He is going to be pushed back off that flank. Good catch from Baltic. Now the map positioning heavily favors Baltic Storm. They have absolutely pushed everybody away from the recon tower. Berserker going to be resetting But Capone also very low health. Is he going to be going for the... He could possibly go for a reset as well. Tsunami going to be gassed. He's going to be forced out of his position. And they do. Capone does nade himself, and he's going to be reset as well. And now it is back to being more even. Here comes the push back up towards the mid with Capone. Capone takes up a elevated position on the shipping containers just to the right of the recon tower. From that position, what can he see? Pretty much the entire approach through the mid is what he's looking at. Mortar drone looking for somebody on that 3-story building. Nobody there. Gas does come down on the long building yet again. Still again, interesting choices for gas drone place, or that was a mortar placement, but still interesting. And look at the health of that toxic. TMA with the flank yet again puts some shots in. I do believe he was responsible for the health drop of Baltic. And a little bit of observer drone latency there. Here comes the reset. Baltic going to be looking for that reset from the disruptor. And now Honey Badgers hold the mid. Recon tower is all theirs, but they can't take it just yet. Tsunami still sitting there watching the doorway at mid. Recon tower, he does see the disruptor Capone go across the mid. Capone moves into the broken building just outside. He does finally move in with PMAC right behind him, and Capone with the TAR 21 opens up on him, takes a good kill on Tsunami. Maybe Tsunami didn't see him move in after all. Oh boy. Mortars hit the top of the back broken. Gas is hitting the hitting Capone. He does move out right, and the toxic SR right below Capone. Why am I seeing double logos here? Come on, fix yourself. Oh, look at this. 3 members of Honey Badgers in the bottom story. Here comes the flashes. Oh, where's it at? There it is. Berserker moves up and in. But another move through the top story. We're going to be seeing Baltic take him out. SR opens up on Berserker, takes him out as he moves up the stair. But here comes another push. Moves into the second story. Capone still holding, waiting for any more intel. Rainmaker with a 9x19 trying to open up on him as they were on that second story. Nade tries to hit the bottom stairwell on top of Berserker, but Capone still holding fast. PMAC. Here comes the gas. It's going to be forcing... TMA takes out Baltic, and TMA also takes out... Or Blizzard takes out TMA. Oh, let me out of here. I got to see where everybody's at. Disruptor and the Point Man still the ones left alive. PMAC going to be forced to go out towards TMA's body here shortly. 2-2. Tech and Disruptor, both Disruptors pretty low health. Capone pushes in. Rainmaker should be seeing that. Rainmaker pushes out of his positioning and is going to be moving into the broken building to his right. Revive from Honey Badgers. He gets TMA. Rainmaker has moved into the guard tower over here. He's watching Berserker's body. Good positioning for him. And Capone takes out Blizzard. Blizzard tried moving in to get a revive, but not going to be anywhere close. Rainmaker, I think he's going to have to just let this be. Ooh, barely gets the jammer off before that intel is taken by Honey Badgers. 3-1 situation. Here comes the push from Capone with that disruptor. 25 seconds, Rainmaker is going to be running to the back of the map. Good choice. Yeah, good choice from Rainmaker. 10 seconds on the clock. He is going to be safe. No issue. So good hold from Rainmaker, making it happen. Yet again, saving a round for Baltic Storm. Good engagements, good pushes out of Honey Badgers. Just shy of taking another round and making it a 3-2 game. Suicides with the $10 dono. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you very much for the dono. Much love. Just now seeing that was intense. I had to keep my eyes on it, you know. But hey, thank you. Appreciate you. Alright, so same setup yet again from Baltic Storm. They're going to be starting on the right side. And then on the left, we're going to be having Honey Badgers, Toxic, Disruptor, Mortar, and Point Man. Alright. I need some water. Miller only does it for so long before it becomes parched yet again. Hard push right up the mid for Baltic. PMAC and Capone looking at that right side scrapyard approach. Mortar drone comes down, and PMAC is going to be just on the outside edge, pushed back to where he was originally on that right side gate. PMAC and Capone 2-2 split on that scrapyard side. And Capone with the nade takes out Blizzard in the mid. Real early pick from the Disruptor. Now Capone and PMAC pushed up even further, going to be hanging out in the right side building just next to Metal. Rainmaker with that 9x19 pushing up on that right side. This is a real hard push. Oh, and Capone sees him coming around the corner and takes out Rainmaker as he tries to go into the middle building. Good shots from Capone. I do believe TMA might have slipped him the intel that he heard footsteps and had him watch that area. And now the drones of Baltic Storm in trouble. Puts out a mine and pushes up. The Mortar takes some shots from the point man of PMAC. Tsunami holding his position at the doorway. Moves up into the second story now. Middle map control taken by Honey Badgers. Baltic and who did I say? Tsunami. They are going to be in a little bit of a predicament here. Recon tower is not going to be anywhere preventable by these guys, and again hard damage coming onto the Mortar. Capone with the 9x19 or the TAR 21. Ooh, here comes the gas drone. Yeah, that's bad news for Tsunami. I think that's going to be GG's here pretty quickly. Yeah, he was hanging out right there next to that corner. Yeah, GG's on that one. That's round number 5 goes to Honey Badgers. Yeah, that gas drone pretty much solidified the deal right there. So very quick round number 5 from Honey Badgers. What a hard push up the right side scrap. Wow. Honey Badgers making a comeback. They've certainly, gained a little bit here. They've kind of composed themselves and found out what works, it looks like. Ooh. You remember I said there was no sniping? Here comes a sniper from Rainmaker. Putting down the 9x19. He was absolutely putting in work with a 9x19. Is this going to be a good play decision, good class to take against some hard pushing assaults of Honey Badgers? He's going to have to rely heavily on his teammates to hold map control while they drone. They can't be getting taken out by grenades right off the break. Alright, mortar drone of Blizzard is going to be in the air, but it takes hard damage from that 9x9, or God, I keep on saying 9x9. The TAR-21 of Capone. Here comes a hard push up the mid from Capone. And it looks like he's going to be taking the middle building. Capone is now in the middle building, takes a middle map control. TMA and PMAC holding that left side metal. Mortar drone hits the back door of the cargo opening of that 3-story. Gas drone also to follow. Blizzard going to be pushed out of his position, taking some damage, going to be just above half health. Rainmaker the playmaker, is he going to be able to do something with that SR1 that he's wielding right now? Gas does come down on top of Capone, moves him out of the middle building. Rainmaker is going to be moving into the top 3-story, takes out the explosion, the combustible materials in the second stories, just so he doesn't get taken out by something silly. Ugh. All right. So the plays have slowed down just a little bit, but I do believe that Honey Badgers are going to be watching their positioning on the map to prevent Rainmaker from hitting them with that SR. But here's TMA goes across the middle. Rainmaker didn't see him or didn't even make an attempt to make a play. He could have at least gotten a hit on him. That would have been a one-shot possibly for that drone. Mortars from Berserker in the air. Rainmaker is going to be seeing it. And does he try to take a shot? No. He has not tried to take a shot. Both drones of Honey Badgers in the sky. Gas drone is also in the sky for Baltic. Rainmaker takes a mortar strike but misses the damage. Hits the very top of the building. Still expecting them to try and hit the stairway, but they're not. Mortar drone in the air. Tsunami in the back broken. Bringing out a little bit of intel for himself. Should be seeing Capone. Does the mortar strike come down on top of him? It does. Pushes him out of the mid yet again. Pushes him away. SR opens up but misses its mark. Good shot attempt from the SR, but just below half health. Capone does take a little bit of damage, putting him in danger. Oh, good grief. Gameplay has slowed down just a little bit. Two members of Honey Badgers in the mid building just behind Recon. Berserker and TMA split left and right. Good map positioning for them. Still switching it up back and forth. The SR does open up. I do believe he was trying to take a shot at TML or Al. Or TMA, excuse me. Rainmaker takes shots at the drone, and gas drone does come down on top of him, is going to be forcing him out. Mortar drone does try to come down on top of him, but again hits the top of the building. Still no attempts to try and hit him on the stairwell. If they put that down on the outer doorway, man, that would have been a clutch little place to put it as he came out. Here comes the push on the right side. Berserker with that mortar does take a little bit more positioning. I do believe he decides it's not a good idea and pushes away. Mortars do come down on him, try to cut him off on his retreat. Just barely missing that. So good mortar attempt from Tsunami. PMAC and Capone still hold the mid. Rainmaker he's trying to choose which building he wants to go into. Mine placement down on the back left corner. Possibly expecting someone to come up on the right side, flank, or push in, try to take him out from behind. Blizzard with his position is going to be watching that right side, see if Berserker tries to push up on it again. Gas drone comes out and is going to be placed down right on top of Capone and PMAC yet again. It's a battle of the drones, back and forth, back and forth. Rainmaker again takes the brunt of that gas from Honey Badgers, moves it out of his positioning. I hear mortars, but I don't see mortars. Oh, that's because the sound glitch is all great and dandy. And it's over here on the backside trying to go onto Tsunami. Rainmaker's still trying to make plays happen, but unable to get the angles that he needs. And now Rainmaker going to be taking shots from the SR of TMA. Mortar strike coming down, and Capone takes a little bit of damage as he hits the outer radius. Like I said, it's a battle of the drones right now. Not much gunplay this round. More shots coming in from Rainmaker on that back guard tower. I do believe he had a good position to try and hit Capone, but just missing. Nades being thrown at recon tower, trying to hit the top roof of where Capone is holed up. Mortars do come down on top of Rainmaker. Rainmaker in the very back with that sniper. What is he able to see from back there? Not much, really. It's an interesting placement for a sniper, but not really able to do much unless they push up on that right side. I don't know just how good of a shot he has on that mid building where these guys are, just to take a straight shot. So he does have good positioning to hit them if they're sitting on that right side. Watch him hit one of these guys and prove me wrong. Oh my god, he hits Capone. He does. He hits Capone as he runs back. And Capone goes for the reset. Oh my goodness gracious me. 1 minute 50 on the clock. I'm gonna go get another beer if they go for another draw. Draws are no fun, but hey, it's part of it. Especially on a night map like this. Gas drone in the air from Baltic. Gas drone in the air for TMA. Gas drone comes down on top of TMA, brings him out of his drone, and now Al is going to be forced back and goes to the right. SR opens up on Capone. I would recommend Rainmaker to... Oh my god, he gets him through the wall with the SR. He does, he gets him. Good shot from Rainmaker. Finally finding his mark and gets him. But with a minute left, just how far can Baltic Storm push up to make something happen this round and take a win? Where is the toxic drone? Where is he at? Oh, the Tsunami. He's over on the left side with a minute or a 40 seconds on the clock. I don't think this flank's going to be doing them much good. Might catch TMA. Yeah, he could potentially catch TMA, but TMA in his drone now. Tar 21 does open up on it, not even, oh, and TMA takes out Rainmaker. Good gas on top of the sniper, but with 18 seconds, not a big deal. TMA forced to move forward just a little bit. Yeah, they know Tsunami's over. He throws some flash nades. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we got another draw. There's a draw. Hold that thought. I'll praise the almighty Super Saiyan chair. I'm gonna go get another beer right quick. I'm parched and I'm out of drink. I'm back. Tactical reload. Open fire. Okay. Here we go, round number 6. Yet again, another draw was brought in last round. Yes, I know. And now Baltic Storm holding true to their team composition, yet again liking it. And the Honey Badgers looks like Point Man, Disruptor, Toxic, and Mortars. What's up, boy? What's up, little super? But instead of taking mid-map control, Baltic is going to be pushing across to the tree line. Gastron is going to be seeing that. What are we going to be doing here? Capone, watching that left side now, knows that all 4 members of Baltic are over there. Gastron is... Well, maybe they don't know that all 4 are over there, because he's still watching that mid, like someone's going to come through there. He's going to be taking out lights. Look at the rotation coming in from Baltic. All 4 members on that right side, pushing hard to the back of the Honey Badger's spawn area. Look at this. This is something we haven't seen just yet. Oh, yeah. And now, 3 members of Baltic already on the back side of the Honey Badgers. Gastron is going to be finding every single one of them. Gastron does get 3 members of the Baltic Storm and early damage onto them just slightly. Now Baltic Storm is over here on the left side by himself, and Capone and PMAC going to be running right past him. Uh-oh. Here it comes. He sees him. Capone takes out Rainmaker, but SR opens up on Capone, and now PMAC knows that he is there. Shots going to be coming in from both sides onto the 2 assaults of Honey Badgers. Straight up gunfight though. Looks like Baltic Storm's going to be in a little bit of a disadvantage, because now 3 members of Honey Badgers are going to be right here together. Capone is going to be retreating to the mid of the good lord, back into the town. Rainmaker is going to be an easy res. I do believe that is a mine on him though. Did someone, I think the mortars must have pushed out there and put a mine down on top of him. Baltic might not see that. Blizzard takes out TMA, but Blizzard in turn taken out by Capone and PMAC. And Berserker, but I do believe PMAC probably had a little bit to do with that. TMA right there, revive potential. Okay, so that is not an enemy mine. That is going to be a friendly mine of Baltic Storm. He is going to be rezzed, and so is TMA. 4v3 Blizzard on that back side. Not going to be able to be rezzed just yet. They're going to be watching that body pretty hard. They have good line of sight on it too. Gastron comes down on top of that body just in case. This is some crazy map positioning right now. Baltic Storm unable to make their push back into the town. And now Capone is going to be pushed up, going towards the recon tower, and is going to be taking position in Broken. What are you trying to do, baby? I gotta type in princess. And just like that, the revive comes in, and now Baltic Storm is now 4 strong yet again. That disruptor of Al Capone is very weak. PMAC takes a little bit of fall damage as he comes out of that 3-story building. And now the reversal. Here comes the reverse rotation from Baltic. Who's throwing nades? Stop that. Where'd that even go? Here comes Recon Tower, but I do believe Baltic's gonna have that rotation. They're gonna be able to take shots on it. Gas drone comes down on top of Capone, and Rainmaker with a 9x19. Well, that's what I was expecting to see. Takes him out. Now Blizzard is going to be taking some damage from the gas, but out of it real quick. PMAC on the retreat by himself. Tsunami push it in. Rainmaker with a 9x19. Should be seeing him though. If he doesn't see him, he's going to be hearing him. Oh, here comes the elevation, and the 9x19 opens up and gets him. Rainmaker takes out PMAC. That's what I'm talking about. 9x19, 2 kills in a row for Rainmaker. Hey, Bubby. Mortar drone in the air, and now Berserker is going to be on the far left side, leaving TMA by himself in that elevated position in the 3-story by Recon. Mortars coming out by Baltic. And TMA pushed back into the 2nd story, taking a mortar strike. I don't think any damage was received though. Huh, gonna name me full-time in DC? Hey, I'll play. You know I'll play. You know I'll play. Here comes Recon Tower Blizzard. Oh, but what was the point of that? I do believe they realized that TMA was on that top story and he was going to start taking shots at the Recon Tower. TMA going to be... Oh, what in the world was that? No, no. TMA does a super like combat roll past Rainmaker. Rainmaker unable to turn in time, and TMA with a very clutch kill on Rainmaker puts him down, and now it is a 3v2. TMA nowhere near the Recon Tower Berserker. Does he even have a shot on it? Yes, he does have line of sight on that Recon Tower Berserker. Would be able to get up there in time and take him out, but looks like Baltic and Blizzard know that he's there, and they're going to be looking for a shot on him first, though. Shots from the tower do come in on Berserker, but they do not find his mark. Mortars are going to be forcing Berserker out of his position. TMA holding his position in that 3-story building. Gas drone going to be moving Baltic Storm out of their middle map positioning as well. Berserker going to be taking up refuge in that 3-story. Baltic Storm going to be reset. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, minute 30 on the clock. They've got to take out TMA and Berserker. They've got to make something happen. Berserker is marked, and he's going to be taking out the drone. We've got to see something from him here. Gas comes down on top of Berserker, but he is in no danger to be killed off at this. He's going to be moved out of his position. We need to see a Recon Tower take. And here it comes, minute 13 on the clock. We're going to be seeing a full-on retreat to the end of the map for Honey Badgers. TMA is going to be the one designated. They are splitting hard. One going to the right, one going to the very far back side. Well, 55 seconds. Brawl. But let's sit back and just see how this works out for him. So how's everybody's Saturday? I mean, there's a lot of people watching. So there's one. Berserker's on the ground. They took him out pretty quick. This might actually be a round win. 24 seconds. They have plenty of time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. TMA. TMA unable. He's unable to. Oh, he's unable to hold on. Honey Badgers lose a round. TMA just about able to make something happen and get another round on him. But, man, what an absolute beautiful push from Baltic Storm. Here, I thought it was going to be a draw, but prove me wrong yet again. Baltic takes it and makes it game point. Woo! I should start wearing the HVT t-shirt. I do actually wear it, just not very often. No, Raiders, not the finals, buddy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, game point. Honey Badger is going to be running a Disruptor, Point Man, Tox, and Mortar. And game point over here on the left side, Baltic Storm, you're going to be seeing a Disruptor Tech. Ooh, the 9x19 again from Rainmaker, Playmaker. I like it. And Artillery and Toxic. Baltic Storm has the side with the Recon Tower, but as we've seen the rounds before, having the side with the Recon Tower doesn't mean much if you continually get pushed away from that middle map by the drones. Mortar's going to be missing their mark on the very back side of the long buildings. Capone moves up into middle map control on that middle building. PMAC and TMA and Berserker, all three on this left side by the middle building. Gas drone is going to come down on that middle building, pushing Capone back. Rainmaker with the 9x19 is going to be sticking on his left, or on his back 3-story building. Worked for him really well in the past. Had some good shots from where he is at. Alright. Map positions have been taken. Now it's just a waiting game for drones to make something happen. Technical difficulties. Alright, mortars come down on the right side in between the two buildings on the long side. TMA, PMAC, Berserker holding positions towards the back of the map. TMA is going to be the one in the back droning the most. PMAC and Berserker on left with the middle building, leaving Capone on the right side by himself, going to be pushed up through the middle of the map. Red Barrel is being destroyed, and now he is going to be forwardmost by himself yet again. Looks like the AK-12 from PMAC opened up through the middle of the map towards Tsunami on that broken wall. So PMAC giving his position away. Berserker moves up in line with PMAC past the metal building, and they decide to poke back into the metal building for safety purposes, I guess. Mortars coming out from Berserker in the air. Who will be his target? Should see Tsunami going through the middle of the map, and there goes a ping. I do believe Blizzard's going to be the recipient of these mortars. And it hits the doorway. Tsunami should be holding his position, but Berserker takes out Tsunami with the mortar strike. And now Capone is going to capitalize on that kill and move over into that building to hold it down. An amazing mortar strike coming in from Honey Badgers yet again. Now the Tar 21 of Baltic is going to be Oh yeah. Blizzard now with the TAR 21 is going to be putting shots on him, but it looks like he took maybe a flashbang. Gas drone is in the air for Baltic Storm, but so is the gas drone. Here comes the gas drop. Gas drop does force Blizzard out of his position. He's going to have to be forced down onto the scaffolding, but in the meantime, he is down to half health now. Good gas drone forcing him out. And now PMAC is going to be moving up the left side. On the retreat, he's going to be marked, and Rainmaker and him are going to be hanging out in the back three. Now Baltic left alone on the forward. He's going to be pushing back into this building. But behind him in the lower story, he has two assaults. Here comes the engagement. Baltic takes him out. Baltic now is going to be seeing flash nades. He's going to be flashed, but how flashed is he? Moves up to the top story of the building. More flash nades coming in. Here comes the push from PMAC. AK-12, he does put some shots in on him, but not enough to do significant damage. Baltic is now on the ground. Two members of Baltic Storm, and now here comes the res for Capone. Good engagement and flashbangs from PMAC. Good push, but Blizzard decides that he's going to put some shots in of his own, and Blizzard with the TAR 21 now takes out the point man. Good engagement on the scaffolding. I have actually never seen that done. I don't know why I've never seen that done. I've just never done it myself, I guess. Oh, Playmaker Rainmaker with the 9x19. Oh my goodness gracious. Here comes the engagement. I should get in on this. No, and I miss it. But my God, TMA takes out Blizzard as he pushes down off of the scaffolding and into the three-story, and now leaves Rainmaker alone by himself. More revives coming in. Rainmaker has a good line of sight on PMAC though. Or did. Rainmaker with the 9x19 takes out Berserker. And now the point man and the disruptor back in the fight. But Rainmaker with this 9x19 has absolutely been shredding people. Oh, and they're going to be putting a lot of shots in on him as the recon tower is taken. But he hits it, takes off PMAC from the recon. Oh, and the TAR 21 catches Rainmaker as he pops out. Good attempt from Rainmaker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a 4-3 game. Man, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh my God, I don't know how to feel. This has been a good game. They came to play. Yeah, your battery was 55 and now it's 7. The game is still on. Yes. It has been an absolutely long one. We have been live for a grand total of 1 hour and 23 minutes. Your boy Super is getting some major dry throat here. The Miller is helping them. Whew. PMAC with the quick hands that last round, putting some major pressure on the tech of Rainmaker though. So now Honey Badgers, refusing to go down without a major fight, have now brought themselves within 1 round of tying it up yet again. And they have the side of the recon tower with PMAC running quick hands. If they can maintain the positioning on middle map, this could be a strong position for them to be in to tie it up. Mortar strike comes down right outside the door of PMAC's building. He is prone and safe. No damage for the point man of Honey Badgers. Strong push up the left side. Blizzard going to be caught by that toxic though. He's going to be pushed back across the map out of his position. Looks like Baltic's on the inside of that building. He's going to be droning. What is he seeing right now? He's going to be seeing Capone and PMAC both moving up through the middle of the map. Yeah, he should be he should be turning towards that right side and watching that building very, very closely. And it looks like someone else is doing the same thing, and that is the mortar, the PP-19. Looks like they're putting shots in towards the inside of that building, I believe. And now Capone by himself in that long building, but PMAC not too far behind him. Look at the map position right now. Teams are basically just adjacent from each other in this middle portion of the map. But Baltic Storm is very bunched up right now. They're gonna have to be careful though. Rainmaker taking a lot of damage from the wall penetration. Evandro, welcome. Good to see you there. Hello, hello. Ninja, my brother, what's going on, man? This has been a long game. Boy, someone just fragged the observer. Ugh. Super Sand is getting fatigued. Ooh, and a good gas onto the metal building is going to be pushing every last member of Baltic Storm away from this metal. And now map control is going to be highly favored by Honey Badgers. This recon tower fresh for the taking. I do believe it's available too. I think PMAC could easily take a play on this. It is available, isn't it? I'm not seeing a timer on it. Has it already been 300 or 200 something seconds? I can't believe PMAC hasn't made a play on this just yet. They must not have the full on Ooh, good catch by the TAR-21 from Capone. Catches Rainmaker as he crosses between the two buildings. Tsunami tries to take a couple shots at Capone as he peeks the right side, or peeks the left side frame of that doorway. TAR-21 just making little pokes here and there as he pokes in and out of cover. Mortar comes in. He makes a push to the right. Now Capone is going to be looking. Rainmaker is going to be put back into play. Tech back into the fight. Good gas and mortar from Baltic Storm to put their member back in. But again, PMAC with the quick hands goes back towards the recon tower, but with that, Rainmaker and the tech give a little bit of time for Baltic to get into map positioning. And here comes the activity, by the way. The intel comes up in 25 seconds. And knowing this, Baltic Storm now takes up a position on the right side flank inside of the forest. Say forest, a little wooded strip. Long rotation coming in. Baltic Storm looks like he's going to push in right into the three-story building. PMAC is inside here on the second story. Is he going to be seeing him as he comes up? He does. And they engage each other. Baltic Storm, though, takes out PMAC with the SR. Takes out the point man. Good engagement from the Toxic. Now Blizzard right here at the doorway. He's going to be taking shots from Capone. Half health. Oh, and here comes a Toxic, but Toxic missing his mark. Ooh. Now map control slowly being taken by Baltic Storm. I do believe the shots were intended for Capone. Look at the sudden shift in the map control right now. Baltic Storm with an absolute beautiful flanking rotation onto the middle of the map. Baltic really getting lucky right there with that AK-12 missing its marks. Now mortars from Tsunami coming out is going to be looking for more intel. Where the mortar is going to be dropped. All the mortar drops have been kind of funky with their positioning choices. But it looks like it's going to be put right onto the... Oh, and Blizzard with the TAR-21 catches Capone as he comes out of the building. And now is a 2v4. Drone is taken out of the sky by Rainmaker. And now Berserker and TMA left without intel for about 20 seconds now. All Baltic Storm has to do is find the intel they need to know where these guys are hiding out. They have a general idea, but exact locations are probably not known at this time. Oh man, Rainmaker in a bad position though. Berserker, if he was not in his drone, Rainmaker is a potential easy kill. And as I said it, TMA takes him out, pops out of cover. Mortar drone does catch his position. Blizzard's safe from the mortar drone. Oh, and Rainmaker is sitting in the middle of the stairwell. Baltic, no, please don't go for the revive. Baltic, no. Oh, no. He does, though. He does. He's going for it. Berserker. It doesn't have a shot. Rainmaker put back into play and is now a 4v. Whoa, and TMA as he tries to get away. TMA with the SR takes out Rainmaker. Blizzard, all he needs is a good gas drone to be put onto him, and he is a done deal as well. The health is favoring the drones of Honey Badgers right now. But here comes the reset. Blizzard takes a frag to the face and is now going to be reset by Tsunami. Capone, the revive onto Capone. TMA taking a chance. Oh, but look, he sees him. TMA taking some major shots. He's now one shot as well. Berserker able to try and put some shots on them as they try to engage him. Baltic. I do believe Baltic is the gas drone. He catches TMA and TMA gets away. We need to see a recon tower push. That's what we need to see. We have a minute 24. We need recon tower to be taken. Because right now, TMA is on the run. But, yet again, we can't really count these guys out. Recon Tower is up and available. Nobody around to really prevent it. See what happens. Recon Tower should have been taken by now. Man, that Toxic is one shot. If Baltic Storm were to catch his position at the end, oh, this could be clutch. If Baltic Storm's drone comes up in time, we just need Baltic Storm's gas drone to come up, and it is a done deal game win. All we need is Baltic Storm's drone, ladies and gentlemen. That is the playmaker. We're gonna watch it from this angle right here. Baltic, 20 seconds. Will it come up in time? Gas is in play. Does he have the ability? 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 3 seconds. Gas takes him out. TMA taken out by Baltic's gas. Clutches it up. Ladies and gentlemen, what a finisher for this game. Not a minute too soon though, an hour and 34 minutes on the dot. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners are Baltic Storm. GG's. Wow, what a game. Rainmaker with the 12 and 10, Blizzard with the 11 and 8. But TMA coming in with a 13 and 8 game for Honey Badgers, back and forth. Wow. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your winners are going to be Baltic Storm. What a finish. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed, do so. As I said, PS4 finals will be shoutcasted by yours truly. And we may be seeing Baltic Storm and Honey Badgers match up again. That would be a heck of a game that will be played on Airbase. That is going to be next week on Saturday. Be looking for exact times. Hope you all enjoyed the shoutcast. I know it was a good game. It was a long game. Until next time, I'm Super Sand.